Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. I'm going to show you 2 ways to brulee a crème brûlée. This dessert is quite simple and you don't need to be a master chef. You can feel confident making this at your next dinner party if you follow along and follow these tips. So it starts with the custard. This is a good dinner party dessert because you can make this 1, 2, 3 days ahead and save yourself some time. The video to make the custard will be linked here. When I posted this short, several people had questions about how to brulee, which is why we're here. So important notes that I didn't mention in my original crème brûlée video. Once the custards are cool, you want to take some plastic wrap and wrap each one before you put them in the fridge. This is a protective measure that shouldn't be skipped. These need to go in the fridge for a minimum of an hour. It's best overnight, or if you're making them a few days ahead, they can hang out in the fridge. They just need to set. So my custards have been chilling overnight and they're perfectly set. So the first thing I'm going to show you is the broiler method, a time saver if you're serving plenty of people. While you're sugaring multiple custards, don't forget to preheat your oven broiler to high. Now for the top, I like to use between 2 teaspoons to a tablespoon of sugar. I find that's the perfect amount, and you're going to want to evenly spread it across the top, all the way up to the edges. You can use the back of the spoon to help you spread it more evenly. If you're working on multiple, you want to make sure you just use one tray and make sure it's as close to the element as possible. Once the sugar melts and it starts to boil, it won't take long after that. Once it turns an amber color, you can take it out. Oven times will vary. Mine took about 15 minutes, but keep a close eye on yours. It could range between 15 minutes, sometimes longer, sometimes shorter. It just depends on the strength of your oven. Please be cautious when you take this out because it will be boiling still when you remove it. So please don't touch the surface. Once it's cool enough, you may have to clean the sides. Now it's time to move on to the torch method. On every torch, there's a gauge that controls the strength of the flame. It can range from high to low. I recommend that if it's your first time to brulee that you use a lower setting and slowly melt your sugar. I've got mine on a medium-high setting, and you'll notice that I'm moving the torch around. This is important. When you're seeing the sugar start to caramelize and brown, then you want to move that torch to another area. Sugar has a tendency to burn really quickly, so moving the torch around will prevent this from happening. You can go over certain areas again if you see granules of sugar, but just don't hang out in that one area. Just keep your torch moving. I had a few questions of people who were concerned that their custards were cooking at the bottom, and the answer to that is that you have to keep the custard cool. It has to be in the fridge first, it has to set first, and once that custard is cold enough, then you can start the brulee process. The amount of sugar typically ranges between a teaspoon to about a tablespoon of sugar. It depends how thin you want your glassy top to be. I personally like mine a little thicker. While the results may vary, using either method will still give you a crispy top that a crème brûlée is synonymous for. I hope this video has helped you out, and if you are going to make a crème brûlée for your next gathering, follow these simple tips, and I guarantee you your dinner guests are going to be dancing around at the dinner table. Thanks so much for watching. Cheers to you, and see you next time.